All right, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're going to set up an airline in OnAir. I just re-upped my sub. I haven't had it for about a year. I just haven't had time to play, but I really want to start playing Flight Sim again. I love Flight Simulator, and OnAir makes it like a more exciting experience because I get to kind of buy aircraft, save up for aircraft. It really kind of makes the airplane yours. Now, I got a couple ideas of what I want to do for the aircraft, but hang on a second. I have picked out a group of candidate aircraft that I feel are going to be great starter airplanes. But there's a couple things that you really need. And one of them we're not going to get. The big one for me for safety is de-icing, and you don't unfortunately get that until you get into the bigger airplanes. Now, the other two, I'd say number one important is GPS. The second most important thing for an on-air aircraft is to have a autopilot. Really helps. You don't have to, but that's what I would say for this. Gwen is asking about VATSIM. Unfortunately, I don't know, Gwen. That's a good question. A lot of people do VATSIM. It's kind of not my thing necessarily, so I haven't done it. Does that mean you have to be on live with a bunch of people? It looks like some funny stuff happens on there, but it also looks cool. I just haven't done it. So tonight, the aircraft that we're looking at, we have the Aviat. We have the Carnado 170B Tundra. Now, this aircraft and the Aviat both have GPS, but they do not have cruise control or autopilot. Next up, that's in the affordability list. We definitely could get away with the Bird Dog bush plane. And once again, I'm setting my company up in the middle of the desert. So I think a bush plane is necessary because we're probably going to get jobs that take us to reservations and stuff like that. The BDBD is cool. Yeah, except for really short fuel and none of the things that we need. The only way, JWA, that you can prevent icing is to avoid clouds or moisture and not fly when it's below zero. And unfortunately, because our airport is, welcome to Sleepy Air, because our airport is at 7,000 feet, that's going to be a bit of a problem because we're already in the cold air to start with. So except for during the summer, we have to be real careful when we fly. So anyway, the Bird Dog will work, except for the Bird Dog has no amenities. It is a straight up navigation, so it's cheap, but it's not really going to fit us. I think probably one of the two of them that will really be good are going to either be the Cubcrafter. This airplane has autopilot and GPS, either one of these. So you can do the tail dragger version or I'm thinking the trike version, depending on how expensive it is. The trike's going to be a little bit easier to land. And it can take off in like different conditions than our tail dragger. Tail draggers tend to be a lot more sensitive to wind. So I'm thinking this is going to be the one we're going to try to go for because it has both. The only downside is it only carries one person and not a lot of luggage. So that's one thing that we're going to be looking at. But price matters. Some of the other airplanes that may figure, I believe the 40 TDI and the 40 NG are both within our range, but we're going to take a look at this real quick here in the viewer. My only problem with this one is that I don't think it has any kind of amenities. So let's see here. We're going to take a look in here. I'm not ignoring you. I've got stuff to do, and then we'll come back, so you'll have to wait a minute. Yeah, see, this has a simple GPS, so that's good. There's no autopilot. However, this is a turbo aircraft, so this airplane will actually do better when it's at altitude. So that may actually help us a little bit because this airplane can fly higher in thinner air, so it actually will do okay. So hang on one second. We're going to check the DV-22. The 40, I believe, is a bigger DA-20 DV. I don't think this one has anything in it either. That's a pretty small plane. Oh, yeah. Once again, simple GPS. This would work. This would work, but once again, no autopilot. So it seems like our most together airplane is the Cub Crafters. But once again, can we afford it? So let's see one more group of airplanes here. That's not going to do it. That's way too small. That's actually a micro. It's considered a experimental class, I think. The Grumman Goose, that's cool, but once again, I can't, probably not affordable. And these airplanes are all too small. This is going to be way out of the price range. These are great. The Turbo Porters. These are, you said we're all accomplices. These are all great airplanes for bush flying. But once again, then this has everything it needs, but that's going to be way expensive. I can tell you that right now. It's going to be out of our price range. We have the standard Cessna, and the Cessna can do okay. I mean, the Cessna's got, a decent amount of power. I also have a Turbo Cessna somewhere, but I think it's out of our price range again. But these have, do they have a big wheels one? No, they don't. They've got a ski wheels one. These are going to be too expensive. That's going to be too tipsy. The Savage Cub is a cool airplane. Once again, too small and no avionics. And the Zlin, there's Zlin Aviation, the same thing. No, nothing. God. All right, I'll be back. So we're back here in OnAir, and we have $170,000, and we need to find an airplane. So we're going to go look for World, and I'm going to go to Aircraft Market. We're going to look for an airplane to buy. So once again, I'm on the easy level. They've started us with $170,000. If you play on the harder levels, they don't start you with much, and you're going to have to, unfortunately, come up with your own money. And you have to rent an airplane. You can't just buy it, so you're going to have to rent. So let's take a look here. We're going to look for the Carbon. Give me 1 second to find it here. All right, so I'm looking through, and I'm not seeing the X-Cub that I want. Let's take a look real quick here and see what it's called and see if we can look it up. So back on Flight Sim, I'm going to take a look real quick here and see where the Cub Crafters, it's an NX Cub. Oh, maybe we have to look that up. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try NX Cub. NX Cub. No. NX. Doesn't seem like the database. Well, let's try this. I'm gonna load this one. This is trying to get the airplane or the game to take what I want. That's the only livery I like. Weight and balance, yeah, whatever. Okay, so this is the aircraft I've selected, and we're gonna say search. Oh, I have to load it at a valid airport. So let's. For now, we're going to select my home airport, which is going to be KBCE, which is Bryce. Oh, come on. I really hate the controls, this thing, the way it works. There we go. And we're going to pick ramp 1 small, fly. It should be evening there. I may have to roll time back a little bit. All right, so we're going to be loading in. So we've loaded the simulation. There's Bryce. So now we're going to go back into OnAir and see if we can't get it to find my aircraft. And it sees it as an X-Cub, so that's fine. That works actually really well for us. So we're going to go X-Cub here in OnAir. And I'm going to go to, I'm going to buy this. So I want to say display ones that are for sale and for lease. What's up, Johnny? There's one that's in good condition. I will not. I prefer to buy. These all have a lot of hours on them too. This one's got good condition, decreases with time. 14 nautical miles. That's real close to our airport. So do we go for less hours? I mean, it's pretty low hours. So I'm going to go ahead with this one. It's $151,000, right? Or it's 100. Yeah, ouch. Yeah, it's expensive. And we're going to go ahead and buy it. And it's got one. We're going to upgrade that to business class and get rid of this. No, we can't do that. Nope, can't do that. It's going to just have to be economy. Seats custom. Yeah. All right. And then confirm. Oh my gosh. A new voodoo. Hey, what's up, Royal Pilot? And I have to make sure my company settings are right real quick here. Sorry, guys. I forgot to do this. That's not what I wanted. Options, global settings. I need to make this minus 3, I think. Yep, save. Instant transport player, save. Okay. And save. So I've purchased that aircraft. So we're going to go ahead and grab our X-Cub, and I'm going to say fly, and we're going to prepare for the next flight. So we have cargo that's going to go to KBCE available. That's showing us that there's a cargo flight ready. Yes, we are in Microsoft Flight Sim. But I am in the program OnAir, which is a program that goes alongside it. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and select that to load. And it looks like we are fine. The pilots, I'm on board. I've got 322 pounds left. So I'm going to put a little bit more fuel in here. We don't really need that much more because we're only flying, I think, like 14 miles. But I prefer to get as much gas in as possible, to be honest with you. So we're going to fill it up all the way. Look at that. We still have 154 pounds. So I'm going to go ahead and view it, validate that. And it's going to go ahead and load our flight. And then we'll have to make our game match that. So it's pretty easy to do that. It'll auto slew. And you can see here it's loading cargo. It takes about 2 to 3 minutes to load the cargo. You can get perks that speed that up, but I have none right now. So apron work is in progress. And you can see here, I'm just sitting on the runway while they're doing that. There's the guy loading the cargo. We can make believe. So we're going to go to Bryce Canyon, which is where we are. But it's gonna take us to a different location. So there's always this message. I just bumped my mouse. Yes, that is correct, Johnny. You know, I don't know, CT. I've had other people ask me that. It was just like American Cow Barn, I think it's called. We'll check that out. Remember to ask me at the end of the stream, and we'll look. Hey, what's up, Chew Express? All right, so now that we have everything loaded, we got a total payload, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say... We're going to say ready to fly. And this is going to crack me up because I'm going to position aircraft in simulator. Okay, so this is where we are. We're in the middle of nowhere. It's going to load this little runway. And it brought the weight and balances up for some reason. I guess, hold on, I got to get my mouse. My mouse just disappeared. Hold on. Ugh. All right, so let's go ahead and see. We're going to start tracking the flight. This should put our fuel to rights. There we go. And we are tracking the aircraft. You can see on the map, this is where we are. We're going to have to take off, and we're going to land right here at KBCE. This is going to be a real nice short flight for our first flight. So let's go ahead and get this started. And here we are in the aircraft. Hey, what's up, Tayloa? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the parking brake off, which is this button, right? This airplane's weird with the parking brake. I have to find it. Hold on. It's locked on. Did I get it? I think I got it. Well, we'll see. Okay, so now I need to, we're going to request a pushback. This is going to be kind of awkward because I'm going to do it before we have, nope, I can't. Shoot. Okay, so we need to start the airplane up. And once again, I have no mouse. Hold on a second, folks. Okay, there's the mouse. All right. So let's get to clicking. Master's going to go on. And we're going to turn our avionics master on. Strobe is on. Alternator, fuel pump on. And I'm going to go ahead and mixture is going to go in. Yes, that is correct, Johnny. They move it left and right. There we go. And fuel's on.
What time is it?
Is it night time? All right, and then we're going to start the engine up. So I got to find... There it is.
Kissy time.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
Okay.
No. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and start the aircraft.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Well, thank you for letting me know that. Okay, so now we need to request a pushback. And for some reason my radio is not working. There we go. Oh, different joystick, different controls.
Bye, loser.
Goodbye. Oh, we can't get a pushback. Oh no. So I'm gonna have to figure this out. Crap, we're gonna have to. Bye. And this means that there's no reverse on this plane, yeah. Why would they start me like that? I just... And the parking brakes are definitely not off. So I've hit... Was it Control P? Control period? Control... I know. You can't do slew mode. It checks up on it. So that's the one problem with OnAir. Where is the parking brake release? Oh, there it is. I got it. Okay. It's like in this really weird spot. Okay. Okay, right differential brake on. Oh, it's raining. This is where we got to be really careful. Jay, we were talking about this. This is where we might end up dying because, like, this is where the airplane could ice. If we go at any altitude at all, we could end up being in the ice. What is our outside air temperature? Let's see real quick here. Right now it's 7 degrees Celsius. So, and do I have any kind of indicator which way the wind is blowing? I guess we could probably listen to our weather report. There should be, no. There's no windsock. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So, let's get directions from the tower. Landry, I mean, this airplane can take off from... Oh, there's no weather. Good. There's no automated weather. Okay. All right.
Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo Traffic Cup Crafters November. Tree 661 Mike is taxiing to runway tree.
Actually, we're not even... This airport that we're at is not the airport that we're going to. So... Oh, there's the wind. Yeah, thank you. There's the windsock. So it looks like the wind is blowing directly across the runway. So we'll just go to the left because that's the shorter way. Real quick here, though, I forgot to do this, too. This is another thing that we need to do here. And this is why we need an airplane with all this crap in it. We want to turn our nav light on. We want our steady landing light. And I need to go into... I don't know how to get into the GPS. This is a brand new setup for me. Full? Nope. How? This is something that we're going to have to learn. Fuel pump can go off, by the way. Anybody? Anyone use this before? Oh, there's buttons. Look. Oh. Direct to. That's what I'm looking for. And we're looking for select waypoint. All right. And we're going to go to KB Bravo Charlie Echo. Enter. Activate. There we go. I'll tell you what, this airplane's pretty touchy on the ground. Oh, look how smooth that is, though. Mm-hmm. And the winds aren't very heavy either, it looks like, so put one thing of flaps in for takeoff. Yep. I love this airplane. It is a really smooth flying aircraft. It's not very fast, but for this early stages of OnAir, it's good. Like frozen butter, yeah. That's right, World Pilot. Now, why do they even have that there? But okay. Oh no! Oh crap! Off here. That's right. It's an annual subscription. It is worth it, though, like I said. And right now I have the map on the other screen. So on my left screen, this is what I'm seeing. And it shows me where the airplane is, where I am in conjunction with where I'm going. It's a much more detailed map. It shows you mountain ranges and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool. There we go. We're ready for takeoff. Runway. Was this 18? Something like that. Oh man, it's so touchy. Oh, golly. And we are airborne. Man, it's touchy. Wow, I'm not getting lift. Here's the hard thing with these small planes out west. It's really, really difficult to get lift. You can see I have nose up, and I'm not climbing at all. Frig's sake, it's all over the place. Now we're starting to get some lift. And I'm going to turn left here. But not too much. Once again, when you are like at this stall position, we need to get these flaps up to get a little bit more airspeed. There we go. Now we're starting to get it. And I need to back off a little bit on the feather. There we go. So this airplane does work well. I've noticed that pretty much all the airplanes that are this size really struggle up in this area because we are already at 7,200 feet. And that's pretty high up for this airplane. Its max feet is 1,400 or 14,000 feet. So we're already halfway to the top of where this airplane can fly. So we're going to make it to the airport. And I'm going to try to stay around this altitude if I can. You can see we've got really bad weather. And you can notice my outside air temperature right now is 5 degrees Celsius. If it gets much colder than this, we're going to start getting icing on the aircraft. And that's going to make a real bad situation. So the cow barn, I think... I mean, it should have been one of the ones from the mod hub in the game. I don't usually use like exterior mods, so I'm assuming that's where it was from, but I don't know for sure. I've had other people say that too, CT, that they're having a hard time finding it. So I'm not sure exactly where it's from, but it's obviously a little bit of an issue. So right now we're doing pretty well on speed. I need to get the nose up a little bit. We need to start climbing a little bit. So, Yeah, pretty much, Louis. Ice is not good in flight sim, and you can't see where you're going either. It completely blots out your GPS. Once again, very thankful on this aircraft for the heads-up display. We can see the mountains and terrain ahead of us, and we can also see where we're headed on the map thanks to the GPS. That's why this is a good airplane to buy for a starter airplane. And if we can get our medical unlocked, we can start to do medical missions, and those make a lot of money. So that would be horrible if you had random failures turned on. She's squawking at me because we're getting really low terrain here. All right, so here's still hoping that we don't really have to go much higher. I'm still going to continue to climb. We got to really watch that outside temperature. It's at 4 right now. We cannot hit 0. So once I hit -1, or once I hit 1, that's as high as this aircraft is going to go. We can't go any higher than 1 degree. So I cannot have icing occur. We should be really close to the airport. So this is Bryce Canyon. In real life, it's a lot more beautiful than this. It doesn't really look like much in the sim. In real life, there's really cool, weird rock formations here that are just not... I hope at some point they go back and redo this area. Yeah, it's a real nice cow barn with a silo. That should be it. That should be the one, CT, if you found it. The only downside is it's pretty small inside, and so it's hard to get... it's hard to like work in there, but you mostly don't have to. Most of the loading zones are outside, so yeah, there's 500. Oh man, still 4 degrees. We can go a little bit higher. I'm gonna try to fly left over these hills here. This weather sucks. I think this is as high as we're going to have to get. Man, talk about low visibility. This is definitely not VFR weather. What's up, Beaver? What's up, Beav? All right, so we're going to contact the airport. Bryce Canyon. And let's see, weather?
Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo automated weather observation 2200 Zulu. Wind 349er at 7.
349
Visibility
7.
10. Sky condition few clouds at 6,300 feet. Temperature 5C dew point 10C altimeter 3001.
So we need to run.
Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo automated weather observation 2200 Zulu. Wind 349er at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition few clouds at 6,000.
All right, so let's tune to traffic. Ah, you got your hairs cut. There you go, Louis. So we're going to be heading towards the runway 3, I believe, of Windsor at 7. So 2, select runway for landing. Runway 3. So have you found it yet, CT, or you still didn't find it? Announce full stop.
Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo Traffic Cub, Crafters November, Tree 661 Mike 4 miles west, 8,600 feet, inbound to land runway tree.
Inbound to land runway tree. Why do they say tree instead of 3? I guess maybe it's easier to understand on the radio. We should be seeing the runway. There it is. Right to our left there. In the white kind of snowy area. That's Bryce Canyon right there. So get real familiar with the trees. All right, so we're going to cut way back on the throttle. Whoa. Tell you what, the controller is really sensitive. And we're going to call in base leg, or final. We'll just call him final.
Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo Traffic Cub Crafters November tree 661 Mike is on final runway tree to land.
We're slowing the aircraft way down. There we go. Real familiar with the trees at the beginning of the runway? I hope not. But I forgot we never. Oh, come on. Oh, forget it. Just leave it. I'm going to die. Loading myself up. That's how accidents happen. Yeah, this is, like I said, this is going to be the shortest flight. And it almost was a lot shorter. I tried to switch fuel tanks because I forgot to switch fuel tanks halfway. But that's okay. We'll just use the other one a little bit more. And the wind is definitely coming across the runway. You can see here how I'm crab legging. Right. Yep, we picked the right way. Yeah, wind's coming down and pretty much directly across the runway, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. All right. I don't know why my track IR is so bouncy.
Landing time logged.
Keep it straight. Keep it straight. Oh, that was a good landing considering I thought we were going to be all over the runway. Oh, okay. Flaps going up. All right, that can also happen, Louis. Oh, wow, Lordy. That was a nice landing, actually. If I do say so myself. Almost death on the arrival, but once we got on the ground. So now we need to go over and park. OnAir is satisfied that we landed. Oh, we never turned the fuel pump off. We can do that now. Feather that back just a little bit. Yeah, let's see what the paycheck is. It'll tell us when we get there. Put the flaps up. Oh, at least the rain stopped down on the ground. Yeah, our fuel's full. Fuel should be mostly full. Yep. Yeah, now that we're on the ground, the weather's great, right? No. Dang it, I can't get it to look up there. Sometimes this track IR, my track IR, I'm not sure if the camera's wearing out. I think it's just my little thing, the little dongle thingy that I wear on my hat that's starting to get worn. It's not quite as reflective as it used to be, so I can't get the full range of motion anymore. It's making me annoyed. It makes me a nerd. There's a nice biplane. I don't know if I'll be parking my biplane outside in the rain. So, oof, we can wipe a little sweat off there and flip this to the right position now that I'm not panicking. I wish I had the IR light thing. I need to make one or buy one. The IR lights work better for sure. Nope, still can't do it. And for some reason, I can't drive straight when I try to look up. On this side, I can look up, but on this side, I can't. It's really weird. Nope. Oh, well. Here we are. We're going to set the parking brake. Okay, now that we know the parking brake is, it's a little easier to get to. And I'm going to turn nav lights off, strobe lights off, AV master off, keys off.
Engine off, time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
And we're gonna continue in a minute, but we're gonna go to OnAir and see what they say. You've reached level 2. We've got 2 more skill points, which is great. And new missions available. Level mission available. Okay. Now, see, here's a weird thing. It classed it as a hard landing, 69 knots. Landing hard. I did not land that hard. It was a nice, smooth landing. That gets me a little bit frustrated because Artie Fuffkin. Huh. So we got a +8 reputation increase. I got some bonuses for safety and normal wear and tear on the aircraft, -2. How much money did we make? Did we make any money? We made $9. Ouch. Well, that sucks. Oh, no, pay. There we go. We got $2,800, so that's not too bad. It was a very smooth landing. We didn't bounce or anything. It was like, that was a grease landing. Are you kidding? Commercial pilots slam it into the ground, man. What airlines have you been flying on recently? They don't land them smooth anymore. They did when I was young. Now they just smack them into the ground. Normal wear and tear, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's good. We did all right. Let's pick up one more job. Current cash, $21,700. So let's see what jobs are available now. So we're at our operations office, and we're going to go into, whoops, that's the wrong thing. We should have a couple pending jobs at Bryce, but I don't want to do that. I want to go to our, we're always going to have jobs. $12,000. That's not bad. Let's see what else is available though. So, where's the air world? No, my company, my aircraft, and let's take a look at jobs according to this. Yeah, especially Southwest, right? We'll take a second. Okay, these are the jobs that are available at KBCE. We've got what are our distances? Well, these are all big distances. Let's drop this down to like 60. We'll do 10. And then query again. Ooh, that sounds really good, Jay. All right. So we're going to go by total miles. That's what I think they're by right now. And the pay will be a lot lower, but I don't know if I want to go. I'm going to try to find the 100 mile range here. Give us a nice little flight. $8,000, $10,000. That's I can't take that. The one thing we gotta do first. I forgot. In our character, we need to do. Is it my employees? There's a skill chart that I need to get into. So hold on. So there I am. I already fucking manage. Transport, relocate. Where are my? Hold on a second. So I'm gonna go for a because I want the medical jobs. So we're gonna unload this, and then we're gonna do fuel loading speed because that leads to last minute jobs, which leads to medical jobs, and that's where we want to get. Medical jobs are where the big money is. So now we're gonna go back to my company business, my aircraft, and we're gonna look for jobs again. Jobs. Yeah, I don't know offhand. CTL, you'll have to wait till the end of the stream, my friend. At the end of the stream, we'll go look. I'll take you on there and we'll look and see what it's called. I don't know it offhand. All right, so distance. It's funny, they jump from like 40 to 100. 47, 76. We got one economy passenger, pays $2,000. No. 47,000 miles. Can I take that job? I'm sorry. How much does that weigh? 700 pounds. I can't take that either because the COVID vax. I think eventually we'll get those, but yeah, my airplane doesn't. I don't think I can take that much weight in a single gulp. What are my stats here? Show aircraft. How do I find? So this is we need to know this information. It's important. So we need to go into our airplane and act like we're going to take off. And this aircraft we can take up to. Look at this. There's already something going to K-Riff. I don't even know how far is that. K-Riff. 62 miles. Actually, what does it pay? It doesn't say. Well, let's just do this. I mean, why not? I think we can do it. Payload 190. We have available. So we can, if the airplane has full fuel and I'm in it, I can carry an additional 627 pounds. So that's what's available right now. That's the cargo limit. So I am not going to do that, but we could do this load, and this is about the right distance. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to 62 miles to Richfield, KRIF. Validate payload, and we're going to load it. And in flight sim, yeah, basically 600 pounds. That's a good way to think of it. So right now they're loading the aircraft. And we're going to go back into the airplane. And while they're loading the aircraft, I am going to get it prepped. We're going to get the GPS programmed. So we're going to go direct to. And we're going to cancel KBCE. Nope. Direct to. And it's KRIF, right? KRIF. Richfield. There we go. Enter that. Activate. Okay. Good. So now we're programmed. And we're going to turn the airplane back off till we're ready to take off. Yes, you can get passenger jobs. I just got certified for that. But because this airplane's so small, I probably won't get very many passenger jobs yet. So, but yeah, absolutely you can get passengers. I just don't have it now. So we're going to go ahead and fly now. And I know that. Tracking the airport or airplane. And so we're going to start tracking. And there we go. Alrighty. So now back into the airplane. Way of the Hunter is on Xbox, which is excellent, is it not? Okay, so let's go ahead and get our Airplane started up. And my mouse is gone again. There it is. I thought it was. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox. Oh, in-op. I see what you're saying. I just saw that. Fuel pump on. Strobe light on. And let's go ahead and start the engines. My brakes are on.
Your flight will be monitored until you land and shut down the engines.
Got him. One flaps position. Wow, this is really jumpy tonight. That's on. That's on. All right. I have not played Call of the Wild in a long time. I really am enjoying Way of the Hunter. It's kind of hard to go back. It's not that Call of the Wild's bad. Way of the Hunter is just a little bit smoother feeling and a lot more realistic feeling. So we should probably pull this back just a hair, like 70%. There we go. This way. Oh wait, we're taking off on 3. That's right. Sorry, and we need to let the tower know. That was probably dumb of us not to.
Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo Traffic Cub Crafters November. Tree 661 Mike is taxiing to runway tree.
All right, here we go. And we're going to be all over the place when we take off, so just be ready for that.
Kilo Bravo Charlie Echo Traffic Cub Crafters November. Tree 661 Mike taking off runway.
Yeah, there definitely is more herd management. No, they're two completely different games. Yeah, different programmers. They're hey, what's up, Loki Bird? They are similar, like very similar in a lot of ways. The animals are more realistic though in Way of the Hunter, and they are harder to kill for sure. And it's less arcadey. No, come on, keep it straight. Go. About to hit V1. V1. Keep it on the runway. She's letting herself up. There we go. V2. We are airborne. Much better that time. Yeah, I opted not to get the Tyrrell Dragger on purpose, right? Because that airplane's all over the place. And we're going to put the flaps up. You see there's snow on the field. And we're going to be... Hey, thank you for the sub, by the way, Loki Bird. I just saw that. Now we're going to be making a left turn out over the field. Got to watch, make sure we keep it... at a nice and even turn. I don't want to stall or keep the engines or the wings pretty level here. And it's saying that we are 60 miles away, got about a 30 to 35 minute flight. Now that will get shorter as we climb, but we're pretty close to cruising speed. And I'm going to go ahead and set the heading bug. Let's see. And I'm going to turn the autopilot on and set, where's the heading bug? That's on. Flight director's on. And I don't know how to put it into heading mode. I'm trying to figure that one out, but I don't want to die, so we're gonna navigate. I'm going to aviate, and then we're going to navigate. So we'll deal with that in a second. Right now, I just want to make sure that we are not dying here. I think the heading... Let me see here. Is it a heading? There it is. Heading select. There we go. And we're going to push the nose down. He is... go. And make sure that we're going to make it over this hill. I don't know. It's really... This is one of those things we got to... All right, so I want to get to vertical speed here, which... Vertical speed mode is on. And it's set to 0. I want to... Let's see, I got to figure out how to increase vertical speed, so... There's our vertical speed indicator. We're going to... Is it not connected? And so I'm going to set the altitude to... Come on. I really hate the fact... The only thing that I don't like with the track IR and this... Look at it. What is going on with my track IR? This is making me absolutely freaking crazy. I don't know why it's doing that, but this is going to get us killed. Well, there you go, Loki. I know it's fun. Kyle and I have been messing around with it. No, I don't want VNav on. I want... 10,000 feet. And I am just not sure how to make it climb. I have vertical speed rolled up, but it's not responding at all. There we go. I got it. Okay. We want to climb about 300 feet per minute. There we go. Okay, I got it. Touch and go on the top. All right, we did it. So we have all the autopilot's now set. Though I think we're still not following the heading, I don't think. I feel like... Oh, no, we are. It is. And our OAT is down to 2 degrees. Oh, this is so dangerous. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's cool. And let's see, change our view up here a little bit. We forgot to do that too. I hate the way they don't default that. Oh, we're out of the clouds finally. Look, there's a rainbow. That's awesome. Okay. No more floods, right? Isn't that a promise? So I think once we hit 10,000, we should be okay. And we're slowly climbing, but not really. Oh no, we're climbing too much now. Well, see our speed indicator? I just noticed we are creeping way down. And let's check the tanks. Can I see them? Full there. A little bit down there, and we're burning fuel out of the right tank right now. And I'm going to turn my heater on. How's our outside air temperature? 1 degree. And this is the highest that we're going, so we should not have an issue with icing, but that is, once again, a concern. Yeah. Let's see. I want to... All right, so I'm watching the map. as we pass over, I can show you with the map what we're doing. To our left here, right beneath us, is the Dixie National Forest. To our right and behind us, that is where the rainbows are. That's Escalante. And that is the Grand Staircase there. And the Dixie National Forest is also to our right. Oh, I'm going to be doing some. I've actually got I have a little biplane that I charged up tonight that I should be flying. I'm hoping Wednesday. The weather's looking pretty bad right now, but by Wednesday I should be flying. So the Freeling map, I know it's great. I like it because it's easy to get to everything. It's just simple. All right, guys, you think we're gonna make it? It looks like we're over the top of everything. Look how pretty that is. That is out west right there. It is kind of goofy looking with that. That front wheel is kind of goofy. Dealing with just pine trees. It's crazy at 10,000 feet how low we are. Did they, Jay? That's awesome. Oh, that stinks. So once again, if you want your game to be a little bit more like Truck Sim, this is a way to do it. Airplanes are expensive, but if you can get your certifications and unlock the medical, some of these like 60, 70 mile flights with medical ops are like $50,000, $60,000. You can earn a much larger aircraft in 6 or 7 flights. It's not that hard. So, yeah, me too, Loki. I've flown in an airplane, but I feel like we're going to have to swing to the right a little bit and then back left. I don't think we're going to make it over this ridge. And once again, the temperature is now at 0, which is dangerous, because we could get into icing. So I'm going to rotate the heading bug over to the right a little bit, and we're going to try to attempt to fly around this. That should be good. We're going to fly around that ridge right there. So this is what's known, ladies and gentlemen, to our left as the Grand Staircase. And you can see it looks just like stairs. They're mountains that step their way up to the very tippy top. And this whole region is called the Grand Staircase. And it's absolutely stunningly beautiful. We are, as they say, in the nosebleeds. But we have to be careful to stay away from any kind of ice. So the clouds are bad, rain is bad, it's all bad. We gotta keep ourselves clear. Man, this tracker is making me mad. I don't know. It must be time for a new one. How much does Tobii eye tracker cost? It's pretty expensive, isn't it? Yeah, it would be scary. Oh, $250? That's not so bad. I mean, it's expensive. I can't afford it, but I was expecting it to see like $1,000 or something like that. Everybody's like, it's so expensive. I mean, eye tracker is $125 or $150, and it doesn't. It's not. I don't think it's supposedly nearly as good as Tobii is. So. Let's see here. Where are we going? Like in the scheme of things, we can... How far does that ridge go? I'm thinking we're going to have to cut... Wow, that is like on the other side of those mountains. So we have two options. I can fly into those clouds, which is dangerous, over the lake. We can go past that mountain range on the left. See the ones there with the snow? 20,000 yen. Right, the Meister. How you doing, man? Yeah, this is a little aircraft, and we are in the big mountains in some pretty nasty weather. This is not what we would consider great flying weather. I'm trying to avoid it. That's cool, CT. I know they're great maps. It took me a while to find those. The downside is they're starting to wane in popularity, so I'm getting to the point where I may have to cut them, but we'll see. It does. We are using the autopilot right now. I am hands off the controls. So I think that we're going to have to cut through this valley here. That's our other route. We could either go up past the mountains and turn back, or scooch into this little valley here and they're very safe, friendly clouds. That's right. Right, and that's especially with the little farms. Like the production actually helps the little farms a lot because you can make more money. But it is difficult, and the year passage is definitely tricky. Man, I hope this is not getting higher as we go, but it might be. So my trick here is to fly. We're about to get straight. So we're gonna make it if I about 2 or 3 more degrees here, and right about there. That's good. So we're gonna fly straight across here. I'm just hanging at 10,000 feet. There's a little bit of moisture in the air, but I don't think it's enough for us to freeze up. I do need to turn my landing lights back on, and we're gonna pulse them just for safety. And when you're out west here, this is why I wanted to get a Tundra plane, because obviously some of these places we're going to land are going to look a lot like this, or like that, or like that. Or that might be a runway right there. Who knows? And somewhere to the north of Salt Lake City, south of us, a couple hours is, I want to say, Las Vegas. Yeah, great. Salt Lake City. We're heading towards... K-Riff is on the road to Ephraim and Mount Pleasant, and both of those are getting near into Salt Lake. So yeah, Arizona is going to be to our south, like behind us almost directly. Hanksville is directly behind me right now to my art back that way, and Mount Ellen's over there. We've flown around that area before. When we first got into the game, we were flying around Goblin Valley and stuff like that, and that is over in Hanksville. So Capitol Reef is behind us. Trying to see what other sites I can see on the map. The map just stopped working. What did I do? I killed it. I don't know what happened. I've killed the map. Okay, well, whatever. Oh, that's right, Loki. Was that the one in Colorado? There we are. So, over to the right here, Pikes Peak. Yeah, okay, that's when I ran out of fuel. Yep. Over to the right here, that is the Fish Lake National Forest. Right there on that mountain. That's called the Fish Lake National Forest. To our left, the big mountain somewhere. There's a big mountain pretty much straight ahead of us. Sorry, I'm looking at the map, which I should show you guys. There we go. You can see where my nose is pointed. Straight ahead, 10 minutes, is Delano Peak. So that's going to be that crap right up there. I think that's Delano Peak right here. Which I'm imagining they're marking that off because that's probably the tallest mountain in the area. We can actually start turning right here. The airport's going to be in the valley to the right. Yeah, so keep your eyes out for Homo sasquatches. Oops, I went too far back. Probably more likely that you'll see a bear and maybe a buffalo, possibly a moose. Definitely antelope. Pikes Peak is awesome. Bow tie. Which message? If you're talking to one about the moobs, yes, it did go through. Your moob message went through. Let's see, over to the left there, we see a lake. That is going to be the Paiute Reservoir. So that must be a reservation, maybe? And I know we're going to be running into reservations as we fly around here because this is reservation country. Time to switch fuel tanks. Nope, not time to turn them off. Come on! Oh, for crying out loud. It did not. No, it did not send. And that stinks. Why are we not following anymore? There we go. We're pretty much right on track. We're going to fly out into the valley a little bit more, though, because it's looking to me like the airport's going to be... It might be up here, but it might be further up. Route 70 is over there to the left somewhere. I'm imagining that's probably it right there. The actual... yeah, that's going to be Route 70. It dead ends into 15. 15's on the other side of these mountains. So, we're going to... That's probably 70 right there. Yeah, actually, honestly, I think my wife and I were talking about railroads tonight. I think we might be ready to take a break for it until something big changes on it again. So I like them both. But railroads might be done for a little bit. I think we're probably going to go back to trucking on Tuesday. Sorry. I know for those of you that like railroads. But I'm agreeing with you. It's time to do something different. And we may continue Logulator. I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about maybe just starting a multiplayer farm or possibly moving my my series that I do to Spruce Mountain and having it multiplayer. So I get such a mixed reaction on Minecraft. I love Minecraft, but I like to play it. I know. I need to do my summer car. Yeah, FS22. I don't know. It's hard. We've been playing the same games for a long time. Yeah, I agree, World Pilot. I mean, I'm having fun with the logging. I want to do something different now. We've played it. Look how pretty that is. How far away are we now? We're 13 minutes, 25 miles still? Jeez. Yeah, I'm in a game hole. Not a whole game, a game hole. So we're lining up for runway 15, it looks, or runway 01, it looks like. But we're still a long way out, and I don't want to descend until I'm sure that we're almost... It's showing me that the airport's like over here somewhere, so... Yeah, no, I mean, that's the thing, Jay. There's kind of like... I don't know. So I think we could go back to farming 22 and make a new farm. Or you guys can join me on Spruce Mountain. I'm thinking maybe that's what we'll do. I'll have to see. All right, back to the lower position. That still feels more natural on this airplane. Hang on, I'm looking at a map thing here. What a gorgeous afternoon. All right, so there's Interstate 70 below us. For sure. Yeah, we can do that. Do we have a VTC? I think we do. So, hi, Jamilo. No, I'm doing track IR, not VR. I don't have a VR headset, and I'm not super happy with the way track IR is behaving tonight. It's being weird. It's kind of jerky. I've just changed the camera angle, hoping that maybe fixes it a little bit, but that's a little better. It's been pretty herky-jerky tonight. I'm not sure. I've used it for years. I've never had a problem, and all of a sudden tonight, it's acting up. So we'll see what happens. All right, so we're going to start making our turn to the right. The airport is... I don't know. I don't see it, and it's saying we're still a pretty good, like 22 miles out. So I don't know that we'd see it yet. I'll have to look again. They do in the game, in OnAir, they keep track of how much wear and tear you put on the aircraft. They don't actually in flight sim, but in OnAir they do, and you have to pay for upgrades and stuff like that. So, okay, the purple line, this is the direct GPS to our... Talking about this? That's the actual direct GPS to the airport, but what I'm doing is, on my map over here, I've got the approach. You can see there that this orange, this is for runway 01. You can see here on the 01. I'm here, and I'm about to get onto this. This is the heading for the actual runway. So what I'm doing is I'm getting lined up. I'm ignoring the GPS right now, and I'm using my maps to get lined up with the runway, so that when I come in, I'll actually be on the radial for the runway. That's if we can find the runway. If we can even find the airport. Once again, this might be one of those airports that's literally a dirt strip. That does happen from time to time. So I'm not sure exactly what we're going to find because I haven't been here before. With a K in the name, I think it's probably going to be a larger airport. Usually if it's got 4 letters, it's not a dirt strip, but we'll see. Whoa, what's it doing? It was just kind of... I'm not sure what I've done, but the GPS is kind of minding of its own. Okay. Lovely. I don't know. I mean, that could be turbulence. That could just be an error. I don't know what that was. That was really bizarre. Okay, now we're lining up. There we go. Come on. Right, even it out. Good. We've got our yaw damper on, so I shouldn't need to use the rudders too much. So our runway is going to be out there somewhere. Off to our right. I'm assuming it's going to be in this area here. I do not have a pilot's license. Well, in the game I do, but in real life, no. You weren't... Oh, you've been here for the whole stream. You've seen how bad I've done. All the mistakes I've made. Now, the thing that stinks is we've got a weather front moving in. I'm hoping I can... we're going to start... I want to descend to, let's say, let's get down to 9,000 feet. And how do you pull my hair? Hi. No, don't do that, please.
Saws. Didn't mean to.
Okay. So, cut the throttle back a little bit. This down a little bit more, about 500 feet per minute. So far, I would say my absolute favorite plane in the game is a aftermarket aircraft, and it's by Carenado, and is the Piper Archer. I absolutely love that model. In the game, favorite airplane that's part of the game. I mean, I have a lot of fun in the Cessna 152 Aerobat, just from a flight standpoint, like just for like classic old school flight. We're going to end up going right through that cloud. Temperature's going up a little bit as we descend, though, so we're okay. So I don't know. That's a really good question. But yeah, for definitely if it comes to just flying around and enjoying flying, the Piper Archer is probably my favorite. And that is, yep, yeah, so look at that size of that rainbow there. That's an airplane from Carenado, and they did a great job with it. So, yeah, oh yeah, it's a double. You're right. Yep. Yeah, we've been seeing rainbows all night with these clouds. I'm not super excited about having to go through this, but we shouldn't freeze. We're still at a degree, which is, what about 10 or, well, so 0 in Celsius, what would that be in Fahrenheit? It would be like 40 degrees, 38 degrees, something like that. 1 degree is like 38 degrees, so we shouldn't theoretically freeze. 32? Oh God, no. So it really, well, I thought 0 was 32. Isn't 0 32? So 1 degree should be like 36, 37, somewhere around there. Because 32 is freezing, right? No, I asked what 1 degree was. Yeah, 0, that's freezing. All right, so I'm assuming we're going to land on runway 11, but we need to contact the airport now because we are 11 miles out. So I'm going to go ahead and get my radio up. And we're going to contact KRIF, Richfield Municipal. Let's listen to the... Oh, so it's still pretty low. Can we get a 2? We got a 2. 2. Wind's calm.
Sky condition, few clouds at...
That's what I need to know. The winds are calm. We can come in from either side. Since we're already on the 1, we're just going to come in on the 1. Full stop landing. And we're going to put ourselves on final here.
Kilo Romeo Romeo India Foxtrot Traffic Cub Crafters November Tree 661 Mike is on final runway 1 to land.
This is like an airplane when the autopilot lets go and all heck breaks loose. So what's 2 degrees then? Give me some more. And we're gonna get one degree of flaps here. Start slowing the plane down a little bit. And we're in the cloud. So far, so good. We're not freezing. Oh. Down below 9,000. So 2 degrees would be like 35 or something like that. I think I see an airport light straight ahead. See that white spot just above the propeller? Could be wrong, but I'm thinking that's it. $30, 35.6, okay. Still not seeing the runway. I'm off the track a little bit. I think I see the runway, the blotch on the. Oh gosh, okay. Well, it's not. It's only 10. I mean, I guess I gotta go to bed pretty soon too. So. Members. What do you mean by members on Twitch? I think just by showing up, you're a member already. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, I can see the runway now. There it is, straight ahead. That little gray smudge. You should be afraid of landing, Meister. I mean, yeah. Sleep is for the weak. Well, no, as long as I'm in bed by 10:30 or so. I kind of want a bowl of cereal before I go to bed, though. And so we got that down. There's I-70. Yeah, me too. With a really crappy nap because somebody wouldn't let me nap. Like a 4-year-old, somebody kept waking me up. I wonder who that was. So you can, if you want to subscribe, that would make you a member, but that costs money. So, is it printing still or is it done? And I can't touch it, can I? Because it won't be, you have to cure it. I think we did 2 flaps, right? My favorite cereal is Honey Bunches of Oats or Raisin Bran. I like some kids cereals too, but I think those are my favorites. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is pretty dang good. Oh, okay. I have my wife. I bought my wife a 3D printer, and then I made her make me a 727. So we're gonna have a little plastic 727, and then I'm gonna paint it and make it look real cool. It's a little 3D printer. It was really cheap. The resin printers are real. The 4K printers are like under $200 now. It was I want to say it was 149 JWA, but then you have to buy the curing station, and that's another like 90. So it's a resin. Yeah. We've already printed 1 or 2 things, and it's really cool. So I'm gonna start making little airplanes and painting them though for like to collect them, because you can get them free. You can get better ones. They cost a little bit of money, but the cheap ones are like super cheap and free. So yeah, I can print little tiger. I can print little tiger tanks, and it's 4K, so it looks gorgeous. I am way high. Cutting the throttle off, and we are descending. Nose down. We need to get our nose down. Man, I feel like the whole ground is going up in front of us. Doesn't it look like that? Yes, that is true, CT. And by the way, don't forget to hang tight because we're gonna take a look at that barn mod. I mean, I could, Jay. I might make them and then like paint them and sell them so that they're like one of a kind. But we'll see. That means I have to take the time to do that, which means, what do I stream? Do I paint? What do I do? I can't believe I'm getting ready to get off and I got 30 people on. Dang it. Wait, what? Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean do I just ignore what happens? What are you talking about? Oh, I could stream them. I could stream painting it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, Louie. Thank you. Sometimes I see it, sometimes I don't. It depends. Right now I'm concentrating on landing, but I appreciate it. Thank you. No hot tub stream. Yeah. All right. The wind died down here, so like we were coming down and blowing a little bit, but try to get the nose straightened up a little bit. Aw, well, thank you, Louie. Yeah, gifting subs on Final Approach is always a tough thing. That was a nice landing. We were good there. That's where I wanted to turn. Dang it. I just couldn't get without jamming on the brakes. Yeah, it was a good landing. We're a little bit off center, but look at those pretty. Look at the rocks. That's why I love it out west. Look at those colors. That's for Rizzle. Look at that rainbow. That's for Rizzle too. Oh, I see. So you wanted me to crash, so you started gifting subs, so I pay attention to that and die. Thanks, Louie. But I do appreciate the sub, so thank you. And we got flaps down. How we doing on fuel? Pretty even usage there. That's good. Okay. Did you guys want to see more on air, like when I'm doing it? Like if I decide to get on and play? Let me know. If you're watching on YouTube, let me know in the comments if you want me to continue this. My wife doesn't want to see any more. You guys, it seems like you guys enjoyed it though. Our numbers kept going up all night. So that's actually a runway there, or an yeah. See that marking? That means we're going onto an active runway. So we're gonna go over here. Aw, TR Summers, thank you. Getting us back up into the sub points. Thanks, guys. So yeah, because this is one of those games that I usually just play by myself. But if you guys will watch it, you know. She just wants my attention. She's a good wife. Parking brake is on. Micah does like to make me crash. That is very true. Hey, BYD. All right, so we're going to go ahead and start turning the aircraft off.
Engine off, time logged. The flight is finished. It has been monitored by OnAir.
So we're going to leave the airplane parked here. And I'm going to go ahead and go to our this. Well, that makes me happy because I really love playing Flight Sim. And I always feel like I can't. So here, let's see how they graded us. I'm not real happy with the grading again. Okay, well, good. I like to hear that. And I will do more then. If you guys like them, I'm happy to do it. More summer car. I'm going to try. That's getting to be a tougher one. Yeah, Moni's favorite, right? So I got a perfect on the landing rate. That was a nice, good score. Kind of green on the landing G's. It was a pretty light landing. Landing speed was regular. I don't understand what that means. I mean, we had like a perfectly smooth landing. I don't understand what regular means, but okay. We got a comfort bonus obtained, which is great. 16% reputation change up, which is nice. It's real easy to run that low. But we got a comfort bonus, which means that people were comfortable the whole time, even though it was just me. Safety bonus, I used the lights properly and all that good stuff. Handling bonus, that's because I know how to handle an airplane. IMC landing bonus, which means that was a good landing. That's good. So they did give me a good rating on the landing. That makes me happy. We made, let's see, where's how much money we made? It should show us. And it didn't. Weird. Were you scared, Meister? I got you. I'm actually pretty, honestly, with the smaller aircraft, it's pretty rare, except for when I tipped over at the very beginning of the stream. It's pretty rare that we die in a crash. What did that job pay? Payment for cargo goods. Oh, it was a pretty good pay. So we had to pay a landing fee of $16. Yeah, so we landed at KBCE, payment for goods transfer. So $21,000 pay. That's not so bad. Yeah, at the very beginning of the stream, I the first time I've ever driven this plane, and I ended up doing a little bit of a tip over. So, yeah, but I'm happy with that. So, ladies and gentlemen on YouTube, hopefully you enjoyed this. If you guys had fun, please give me a thumbs up and tell me yes in the comments. For those of you on Twitch, obviously you guys on Twitch like it, so I'll just keep doing it. But I love you guys. Have a great night. I'm going to go to have a bowl of cereal and go to bed. Oh, by the way, if you guys play the Switch, Advance Wars came out. A great old Nintendo game from the Game Boy Advance era, and it's a lot of fun. So if I recommend it to you, if you are looking for a fun Command and Conquer type game, it's great. I've been having fun with it. Have a great night, guys. Be sure to subscribe. Thumbs always help, and I will see you next time. Bye.